Hey guys, my name is Jessica Lynn. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I am a 32-year-old actress, nail tech, freelancer in general that is trying to get my financial life together. I am learning my way through budgeting and making all kinds of trips and slip-ups and victories along the way. So if you're interested, please join me. In today's video, we're just going to be going over my February recap. Basically, I just want to go over how my February expected budget went and then how it turned out. So for my budget, I use Master Plan by Asia Dang. It's her small business, and I think it's a great, cool, simple, and clear planner to use if you're going through budgeting and trying to sort out your finances. Overall, the month of February went pretty well. It was, I was under in some categories, over in others, but overall, it was busy. Auditions definitely picked up. I got 3 to 5 auditions on average a week in film, TV, commercial, industrials, short films, all of that. So that's great. I got a big check that came in, had a couple events going on, like celebrating Lunar New Year, which was at the top of the month, and then I had a friend's goodbye party. One of my wins was honestly getting to hang out with friends and do just catching up and not spending money. Like, I had a hangout where I just went over to a friend's house and we had tea and we went on a walk and it was so fun. It was great. And then another hangout where what did we do? We just had a movie night. We had a movie night and a bottle of wine, and it's so easy. Like, I know to do that, but sometimes you want to go out, get fancy, have a good time. But sometimes the best ways and can be just as fun and more intimate are just hanging out someone's house, having a dinner night, eating in, watching a movie. So we kept it simple. That was nice. Besides that, I don't really feel like I had many unexpected expenses. My mom did need some help this month. That's a separate story. So I sent her some money there, and I got a new probiotic called Seed. Maybe you've heard of it. It's kind of been all over the internet lately, and I got a discount code from one of my friends who's promoting it, so that was different, and honestly I really like it. I've already felt a change from the probiotics in my energy and my digestion, and I got it for my boyfriend to try as well, and his gut stuff is a little bit more complicated, so we'll see how it works with him. I think we need a little more time before we can judge that. As far as February goals go, I'm so bad about setting goals sometimes. I just kind of live my life day to day. And to be honest, that's worked for me a lot of times. But it's not that I don't have goals. I do. I set goals for myself, but I'm not good about writing them down, visiting them daily, and keeping up on that. I just kind of have things that I know, I have an idea of what I want to do. So in March, if you saw my March budgeting video, I definitely sat down and wrote them all out, something to check back into. So we'll see how that goes. But as far as February goes, I don't really have specific goals. One of my goals was just basically to work enough to make enough money to carry over into March, which I did succeed at. Another one of my goals was to pay off a bigger snowball amount towards my debt, my student loan debt to be specific, which I did do. So I guess goal met. All right, so let's see how February went and how we did on our budgeting. I got my coffee here with my cute ceramic mug. And I got from Aldi. It's like $3. Aldi's great, but don't go there for too long. Anyways, so for my monthly income, I ended up bringing in $5,348.44, which is a really good month for me. It was more on the acting side than the nail side. Nails was okay, it was steady. I actually had a lot of cash that I got in February that I didn't end up depositing in February, so instead that amount went towards my March income, which you'll see later. Rent estimated was $625, the actual was $625. Utilities, which is like phone, internet, Hulu, that kind of thing, was estimated at $80, and it turned out to be $76. I'm really not sure why. I don't think my Acorns app charged in the month of February. Acorns is that investment app, which right now I'm not doing any real serious investing. I'm just doing the monthly roundup. So any purchase that I make that has a cents left over. It's not a whole dollar amount. The remainder of that will round up, and that remainder will go into my investments. So that's all I'm doing. It's not much at all, but it's something until I pay off my private student loan debt. Car insurance was 70, and it ended up being 70. Gas, I estimated 150, and I actually only spent 90, which is really good. I definitely thought I'd go over 100. Now gas prices are getting super high because of everything going on in the world. So that'll be much different for March, but we can celebrate 90. Car maintenance estimated 275. Guys, I still haven't taken my car in. Be honest with you. Ever since that mechanic let me know that the stuff going on with my car was not that urgent, I just put it to the side until it becomes more of a priority. I'm just going to let that go for now. I do need an oil change, so I'll hopefully get that done next month. Education was estimated at 270, and that ended up being 1,025. So that includes my student loan snowball payment of 730. Yay. And then 25. What is 25? 25. Can't remember. What's 25? I don't remember. I don't remember what 20 was. Business was set at 200 and ended up being 173.86. That primarily was nail supplies that I needed. I needed kind of like a big nail supply haul in February, so I shouldn't need to get much for a while. Health insurance was 66, ended up being 66. Health and fitness was set at 300, and I went over at 352.36. That's because I think I mentioned I wanted to get into mental health therapy, and I had found a couple of therapists that I started going to in the month of February. So I saw each of them once. I went twice a week. So I knew that that was going to get a little bit more expensive, just obviously paying for that, but I have a decent health insurance plan and my deductible was pretty small, so that helped a lot. And now at the end of the month, I did narrow it down to just one therapist that I felt like I connected more with, so that's good news. So that should hopefully go down in the month of March. And in addition to that budget, I also spent money on that new probiotic I was talking about, Seed, which if you haven't tried it, I think it's worth a try, and if you can find a good coupon code, it's worth it to give it a shot. I've felt better from it, so can't complain. Food was estimated at 300 and was at 438. So, over $100, $100 of that was from the times that I went out. So Lunar New Year, we went to dim sum. My friend's goodbye party, had drinks there. She had some food, but we got drinks. And I went to this new Israeli bakery that's right by my gym. It's amazing, by the way. They only sell to the public on Fridays, and it's fresh, amazing baked breads, pastries, all kinds of stuff, fresh hummus, everything. And by 9 a.m. when they open, they already have a line, which I was there by 9:03 because my workout ends at 9, and there was already a line building out the door. So good to remember. I am not going to go there every week, but I think it was a nice treat. I enjoyed it, and I would definitely go back. But yeah, this is why I'm trying to keep myself at a budget as far as going out food goes. I don't want to go to restaurants that much. I don't want to hang out with friends that much and do dinners for now, because one dinner, one brunch just completely eats up your budget. It's fun. I love eating out. I'm a big foodie, but to me, when I'm trying to prioritize paying off debt versus eating out like that, it's just not worth it to me. So yeah, I think next month is also going to be a pretty high spending food month just because of my trip to New York, but going to have a little bit more awareness about that. I definitely did not check my budget as much going throughout the month of February, and I just kind of saw it towards the end and was like, oh, okay, well, too late. Try again next month. Home I'd set at 100 and stayed at 100. That was me paying back my boyfriend for our kind of kitchen makeover that we did at the beginning of the year. So that was that. Entertainment and fun is apparently set at 0, and I'm really surprised by that. I thought I had done more stuff and gone out to a thing or two, but I think all of that was going out, friends, dinners, or a party, which was drinks. So that's why there's nothing in that category. I had fun. I just had fun in the drink and food category and not in the like activity category, if that makes sense. And shopping. Shopping was set at 225 and ended up being 371.39. So also went over that by more than $100. Not great, but it was all good stuff that I needed and very thankful I got. I had to kind of make a big Amazon purchase, got a few things there. I got a new curly hair wig, which I am styling and wearing right now. Let me tell you, it is exactly what I needed for auditions. I can't tell you how many auditions that I get out of nowhere where my hair needs to be done in some way and it's not. It's been pulled back in a messy bun, or I just, I don't have the time to sit with it and do a whole wash and go and a hair mask and all of that. So it has been a huge, huge blessing to have this, and it takes the pressure off of needing to have my hair perfectly done. So that is an investment that's already paid itself off. I just booked a gig in the month of March and had 3 different avail checks for film and TV. And if you don't know what an avail check is, it's after the initial audition that you turn in or go to in person, your agency lets you know if casting was interested in you. Basically, they watched your first audition and they want to pass you on to producers or directors. And so they also want to double check your availability for the shoot dates that they had mentioned. So yeah, they just have to check that, and I usually say I'm always available. Even if maybe I'm not or some dates are loose, just say you're available. You can work out and cross that bridge later. Don't know if that's always the best advice if you're an actor, but make that decision on an individual educated basis, okay? I also needed some new concealer. I needed new sneakers. Got all that. I got a coupon for my concealer. It was supposed to be like a little over $40, and I ended up having a $15 coupon that I found in my email from months ago when I first bought products from the company. So snaps to that. Another expense I had that I did not budget for was sending money to my mom. I basically sent her $300, and without getting into detail, she just needed some extra help this month. She had kind of somewhat of a emergency come up. Nothing that actually serious, but she just needed some help, and I was in a position where I had some extra money, so I'm going to send that to her. Yes, I could use the money for plenty of stuff that I need, like paying off student loan debt and this dental appliance that I've been needing for a long time and I'm getting ready to pay for next month. But it's your parents, right? And your family in general. You want to be able to help them if you can. I can't always help financially, which is just the reality of my situation, but I'm glad when I'm in a position where I can help. And for my private student loan debt, just an update, we started at $25,377.37 at the beginning of the year, and after this month's snowball payment, I'm at $23,715.48. And that means I've chipped away at it by $1,661.89. And I've actually put more towards that, a few $100s, but interest. It's a bitch. So that brought my total for the month. Well, first of all, my estimated total budget was $2,781, and my actual was $209,957.61. So the difference from my estimated to actual was $176.61. Not mad about it. That's not bad at all. And then honestly, what do I have to roll over? I have $2,390.83 to roll over into the next month, which is huge because I'm gonna make that payment for my TMJ dental appliance, and I just need income in general. I don't know that March will be a necessarily big income month. Again, we just have to see. Overall, February was pretty good. It was a higher spending month for me, but I think we did pretty good. So that being said, a couple of my goals for March were to be able to save some money towards my New York trip, and then towards a girls trip that I have coming up in August, and then also putting money towards just general weddings that are going to be happening this year now that COVID has calmed down a little bit more. So I can do all of that, and I can still put a good amount towards my dental treatment. And then also I do have savings. I have just not known what to do with it. It's only like a couple $1,000s, but I say that. I mean, that's still a lot for me. But I haven't known what quite to do with it. It's just been sitting there, and something about having that savings of any kind, I'm not used to having that. So it kind of feels like a security blanket for me. Even though I don't touch it, it's just nice to see it there. So there is a very big possibility that I will finally just use that and put that towards my medical treatment so that I don't have to put that all towards another loan and have more debt. It's a weird feeling to do that, because then you're immediately, well, I'm immediately filled with anxiety and kind of panic that I don't have that cushion, but I do have to remember that I have laid out a cushion for myself. I have an emergency fund that I built. It's only $1,500, but it's enough for if something happens throughout the month. I do have a cushion in my checking account itself. I usually set it between $500 to $700 just to have, because payments kind of come in and out, and then there are random deposits or returns or things like that. Overall, I'm not too worried about it. I think we're gonna continue on and keep a better eye on our expenses for next month and really focusing on those goals that we want to reach. I keep saying we, but I mean me. And yeah, I think just having that awareness and checking in with myself more frequently is easily gonna help me get where I need to go. So yeah. If you like this video, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment of where you're from. I'd love to know where you're watching from. I'm in Decatur, Georgia. So if you're in Decatur or in Atlanta in general, holla at me. Okay, once again, my name is Jessica Lynn. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.